go right. All right, we'll take first question on two. On fourth row, second seat in. Dave.
Mark, if you don't mind, we're going to switch it up real quick. Jeff Zilby, USA Today.
Good, Jeff. On the left side.
LeBron last night after the dunk contest, Ja said he might be willing to give it a shot. Giannis chimed in. Zach LaVine also mentioned it. Is there any part of you that regrets never doing it? And with a procession of people maybe saying they might do it, would it propel you to give it a chance at next year's All-Star game?
There's no part of me that have regrets about not doing it. Obviously, I had a couple moments where I wanted to do it, and it just never worked out that way going into the following season either because of injuries or I just wasn't up. I wasn't up for it. But I don't know. I mean, if those guys do it, I mean, those are superstars in our league. And obviously, we know the athleticism of the guys in Jesus' name, it'd be pretty cool. So.
Next question, Dave.
Hey, LeBron. David Gmenon, ESPN. Obviously, your team, the Lakers, made a huge deal a couple weeks ago to trade for Luka Doncic. I'm wondering if in any way having a 25-year-old talent like that makes you think about the end of your career and if it could be extended further than year 23, etc.
No, I have not given it that type of thought. Just the excitement of being able to add a caliber player like that, a generational talent like that to our franchise, it's something that's given me energy, and and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do. I think we only had two games so far, and I think he's been on minutes restrictions since he came back from the cab. He hadn't played since Christmas, I believe. So, as we continue to get into form, as he continues to get in form, I think we could be really good going down the stretch. But we'll see what happens.
Over here, Dan, on the right side here.
LeBron, to your right, over here. Dan White, Kelly Times. Curious as to your thoughts just about the overall sort of state of the league. You've been through a lot of stuff in your 2 decades in it. Where do you find the game to be right now? What ways could it be better? And what ways maybe is it better now than it was when you started?
Well, the fact that how many international channels and places and players that come into our league and viewers that we have all over the world, the game continues to expand, and that's a great thing for our game. We love our game. The game of basketball is beautiful. It's done so many things for us players and everybody in this room as well to be able to cover it. So, we always just trying to find out ways or figure out ways how we continue to build the game, how we continue to make it better and better. And it's better from when I entered the league in 2003, and hopefully that it continues to be even better when I'm done playing as well.
Next row back, David.
Ron, David Aldridge, The Athletic. To kind of follow up on Dan's question, you had said about a couple months ago that you had thoughts about where the game was going, and you talked about threes and things like that. You said this wasn't the proper forum to discuss it. I wonder if today is a more proper forum to discuss it. And also, ideally, if you could have the game look the way you think is the best way to play basketball, would it look like it's played now, or would there be differences?
The game can always continue to get better and better, but that's just for all of us to try to figure out what's best for our sport. We want to continue to engage in our viewership, continue to engage in our consumer that loves our sport, and continue to understand that the guys that play the game and have their minds on how we continue to improve the game. To answer your question, no, this is definitely not the room. There's too many faces. I have no idea who it is in here, so we're not open up to this room about that. But I'm definitely always trying to, have thoughts and questions and hopefully solutions. That's the most important of how we continue to build our game. That's what's most important.
Back left, Tim Reynolds on the left.
LeBron, Tim Reynolds, AP. This is not the how many years left question, but now that you're 40, year 22, all these accolades, obviously, how do you balance still being in the moment and trying to win championships and doing all the things that you're wired to do versus knowing that the finish line is obviously closer and appreciating what you've done and where you are?
I think they merge right into one another. I think I have a great appreciation for the moment because I understand that there's not going to be a lot of moments going into the future. Whenever that time is whenever that time comes. So you have an opportunity to really, really, truly appreciate every single moment. And take it all in, no matter the goods, the bads, the adversity, whatever comes with the day-to-day process of, being a professional and still trying to, play for championships, but more importantly, just engaging in every single day and every single moment of being able to do what I love to do. I've been doing it for such a long time. I've been a professional for 22 years. I've been playing the game at a level where, coaches and referees and, was involved since I was 8. So, this is something I've always dived into and always loved the process. And, I think they just intertwine together.
Right up front on your left.
Thank you. LeBron, you have a huge fan base in China, and do you have any plan to visit China? Or what's your message to show the fans there who adores you?
Yeah, I've been to China a lot, and I've always had a great deal of respect for the culture, for the way they love the game of basketball, and every time I went and left, they've always welcomed me with open arms to come back. So, that's always been a fun trip for me, and my message to them, like it's always been, is if you love the game, play it as much as you can, enjoy it, play free, and be around the great people that love the game as well. It makes the game that much more fun. So it's always been a treat, either if I was going there for Nike or the NBA or for the Olympics. Always had a good time.
Hey, Ron, Melissa Rowland, Fox Sports.
I hear your voice from all
Turn
kinds
it back,
of
Sarah.
Wemby said that he had a list of questions that he wanted to ask you. What advice would you give him and the other young guys who are hoping to have a career that resembles yours?
Obviously it dictates on what the questions that he wants to ask me, but as far as Wemby, it seems like from the outside looking in that he has a great head on his shoulders. He seems like he loves the game, that he takes care of his body, the process and everything, and you're going to get out of the game what you put into it. And I've seen one quote that he says that like nobody better not call him past 9 o'clock at night because he's either reading or he's asleep. And I think that's super cool. I think that's super dope. That lets you know where his mind frame is, where he is at intellectually, and I think he's been great for obviously for the franchise with the Spurs, but he's going to be great for our league for so many years to come.
Left side, Dave.
Just wanted to follow up on tonight's game. You got Stephon Castle and the Rising Stars team going against the OGs, you, KD, Steph. Kind of what's your approach to that new format, and what will we see from you tonight?
You won't see anything from me tonight. Unfortunately, I will not be in uniform tonight. Still dealing with ankle and foot discomfort, so I will not be playing tonight, unfortunately. I hate that, but I'm looking forward to seeing the format. This is the first year for it. I know we got a lot of great, they call us the OGs, that's hilarious. We do got a few guys with gray hairs, so that makes sense. But, that should be fun. I saw the quote the other day, DK was somebody who's going to play against me. So I guess I'll see him at practice, and hopefully I'll be in practice. We can go at it then.